Today, we're going to talk about what we can learn from the meeting of Donald Trump and Cyril Ramaphosa. What can we learn from Trump, Rupert, and the 39 Afrikaner refugees? Because there's something that we can learn and more to talk about later. As a South African, you can have all kinds of trade relations across the entire continent if you actually really wanted to. And you must never feel bad. The billionaires of this country today who abuse the rand and send it elsewhere, send it capital flight always, never coming back into the economy. They don't care. I mean, the rand itself, it's not a sovereign currency. And it's not a currency being used for the interest of the people. So now the people must sit here and be patriotic all the time, must never diversify as they're running away from a situation. We're not talking about running away here. We're talking about diversifying your interest, spotting opportunity and taking it. There are youth in this country who are skilled, who are studied, who are learned, and have no opportunity. So they must just wait for the government to do something. Or they must just wait, vote, hope for another government to come and do something for them. No. They should take action themselves. There's a lot of opportunity, especially on this continent. So do not be scared to travel, one, but there's people who cannot travel. So do not be scared to use the internet to your advantage. Do not be scared. If there's a program, for example, to go and, let's say, put money in a bank in West Africa, for example, there's no reason why you should be scared. I'll give you an example of stuff that we can do, but later on. Right now, I'm just telling you what you can learn is that your interest can lie elsewhere. There's no problem. The billionaires are doing it. Elon's done it, and all of them are successful. You must never feel bad. You can also put your interest somewhere else. You can also try and find opportunity somewhere else. It's not your fault that the country that you live in does not want to give opportunity to you. You have the freedom of movement and you can move around. So that's the thing that you can learn. The next topic that we'll talk about is what we can do. What we can do. What can you do, especially if you're a South African youth, if you're somewhere around between the ages of 19 and 35. I think that's what the youth category is. What can you actually do? What can you actually do? People are unemployed. People are sitting in their parents' house with no activity whatsoever. What can a person do without capital? What can you do? Because that's always the thing, not having capital. I say this. With the rising of sovereignty in West Africa in particular, and I'm always going to vouch for West Africa, there are banks that have opened up which are able to give loans out to the youth in order for them to start business and to create their own prosperity in their own countries. Now, there are so many South Africans who are prone to own business, who are people who are able to take a risk, who are people who are able to make a move step forward. But the problem is that in this country, the banks don't give out loans like that. The banks don't, or if they do, they are really, really strict on them and they want you to pay back as quick as possible, and the business environment is not set up for small business, especially black-owned business. So what we can do is, one, own shares in businesses in West Africa. I'll give you an example in Burkina Faso. In Burkina Faso, they opened up 3 tomato factories, tomato processing factories, where they make tomato pastes and all kinds of other food products. The people can own shares in that company that are as low as 10,000 CFA franc or 319 rand for each person. Now imagine, because the country is only industrializing now, imagine what that share will look like in 10 years' time and the kind of dividends a person can get just based off 319 rand. So let's say for you, example, you're here, you don't have a job, you're unemployed, or you're relying on your parents, and you're skilled. You can go and try and get some money, try and organize something, try and share with your friends, get a share in that tomato factory. By the time it grows, you are now at least getting dividends. Even though you're unemployed, you're still getting dividends off of the money from the share. And by the time the country is actually in a better position for small business or for you to take your own stand and for you to use your own expertise in your own country. Guess what? You already have business partners. I mean, you already have shares, you already have influence. It's not even just about you making money. It's not even just about you protecting your own interests. It's about cohesion and cooperation between people who are in a better position, people who can help you, mutual benefit between peoples. So it's very important. We should own shares and dividends elsewhere. Another thing that we can do, people who have the means and who have the privilege at the moment, but I think this should be a dream and something that everyone should look into. Everyone should look into this. Fair financing and starting business. We are the first generation of African youth who are going to be able to get fair financing, meaning that we don't have any money. We just came out of school. We don't have any money, but we want to start something. Give me the means, give me the capital in order so that I can start this business and you'll be paid back instead of us being economically excluded. We're the first generation of African youth who have the opportunity to do that. Even if it's in a small country, even if it's a small population of most of the African youth who have access to it, like let's say in Burkina Faso, the Post Bank of Burkina Faso, which is the major issuer of financial services to the people right now, the newest bank which was inaugurated. You yourself can go there, ask for a loan, and start a business. And if not you yourself, you can at least see a Burkina Bay person, make deals with them, talk to them, and they can help you on your behalf. So that you can also start business, collaborate, own shares, become your own person, have some kind of liberty, and by the time things change in your own country, in South Africa, that person can come to you when he wants his business interest also. So it's a mutual thing. So we must not be scared. We're the first generation of Africans again, the first generation of youth in Africa who are going to be able to access fair financing. So we must not be scared. We must use it, bro. We must use it, bro. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do if you get the loan, you try, you fail, away? But we're living in a different age now. We don't have to be as scared as our parents were. So these are things that we can tangibly do. Now I'm going to try my best to get more information on how you can get shares. I'm also gonna try my best because these people speak French, bro.